Tonight we do something we've never done. We're not scoring an album, we're scoring a body of work. 3 records in 2 years from a band that busked its way to a label deal and hasn't stopped moving since. Twisted Teens, the debut trilogy 2024 through 2026 on Going Underground. A UK label which matters more than it sounds. Cosby and Hollywell is the constant. Everything around him rotates.
Okay, so I need to be upfront. I'm not neutral on this one. I have not been neutral on this one for about 4 months.
Noted. Engineer, you've been quiet since we queued it up.
I've been listening. There's a lot to listen to. Some of it I don't understand yet.
First catalog on the show. 3 records. 1 voice. Everything else negotiable.
Let me set the ground. What they're doing doesn't have a name yet. Pedal steel, which is country over post-punk cadence, which is British, run through New Orleans mud. Appellation roots phrasing in the vocal melodies. Bayou punk if you want a phrase, but the phrase is losing.
Bayou Punk. Yeah, that's close, but it's not it either.
The country and the punk don't want to be in the same room. That's the first thing you notice. Whether that's a feature or a fault is the whole conversation, isn't it?
You glossed the genealogy for me there, thank you. My father would call the pedal steel a diminished. Sorry. It's the way it bends between 2 notes and refuses to land. It's a diminished feeling. I can't help it.
Cospian, the singer. Cospian, however you want it. He and the other founder started this thing on street corners. Literally busking. That's in the making of stuff. They had like a milk crate and a broken amp. And I had this whole note about the label signing them off a phone video, and it's gone. It doesn't matter. The second the pedal steel comes in on the first record, I stopped caring about the biography.
The production. Let's be honest about it. It's lo-fi. Deliberately or by budget, I couldn't tell you, and that's a real question with a band this young. The ceiling on the sound has not been reached. You can hear where it could go, and they didn't go there. Now, is the limitation the point, or is it a liability?
The limitation is the point.
You'd say that.
I would, and I'll defend it. The dirt is load-bearing. Clean it up and the whole thing collapses. You can't cantilever a punk record off polish.
I'll grant you that the grit suits the material. But there's a difference between a room that sounds like that on purpose and a band that couldn't afford the room. From the tape, I can't always tell which. And that matters to me.
Can I? Okay, wait. It does this thing where the badness isn't hiding anything. You can hear the hands. Is that a real thing, or did I make that up?
No, you can hear the hands. That's a real thing. On the second record especially, the guitar. There's finger noise all through it. String squeak. Nobody edited it out. That's honest. I'll say that much. It's honest recording. I just don't know if it's a choice or a wall they hit.
It's medicinal for me, and I need to say why. This is the first record I've brought in where I'm not telling y'all it's good. I'm telling you it's what I need. Right now. Specifically. Those aren't the same thing, and I know that.
Say more.
It sits in you like, you know when the air pressure changes before a storm, and your whole body knows before the sky does. It's like that. It's close and humid, and it doesn't resolve. And this year, that's the only thing that's felt honest to me.
Which pressing were you on? The self-released first run or the label repress?
The first run. The messy one.
Right. That one's rougher. Different low mids entirely. Fair enough.
Let's talk about the pedal steel directly, because I think it's the fight. To me, it's a superpower. It's genre expanding. It's the reason this band matters and not just exists. It's the phrasing. It weeps in a place punk never lets you weep.
To me, it's an incoherent timbral collision. Pedal steel wants space around it. It was built for space. You put it against a distorted downstroke, and the two of them are fighting for the same frequencies, and neither wins.
But I can't stop listening to it. That's the thing. I've listened to the third record maybe 60 times since October. A 60. And it's the steel every time. It's the thing that catches me, and I hate that, because on paper engineers write it shouldn't work.
60.
60. I counted because I got scared of the number.
Here's where I have to be careful. It shouldn't work. I've said it shouldn't work. But the motif, the steel line on the third record, the one that comes back, I can't ignore the transient on it. Every time it enters, I lean in. My body does it before I decide to.
So you concede it works.
I concede it stays. Which is worse for my argument. A thing that's badly integrated should fall out of your memory. This doesn't. Well, there it is.
Two of you are arguing about the same thing. He can't defend it and can't forget it. You can't explain it and can't stop it. That's not disagreement.
God. He's right. We're describing the same event from opposite chairs. All right. The model. Is Twisted Teens a band, or is it Cospian's vehicle? Dual plus rotating cast. The founder's constant, everyone else cycles through. When this dropped, the scene read it as a solo project in a trench coat.
See, I don't hear a vehicle. I hear a guy who needs other people in the room to become himself. The rotating thing isn't a weakness, he's different with each collaborator, and all three of him are on the records.
That's generous. The ensemble never quite locks. There are moments the rhythm section sounds like it met the songs that morning.
It does sit loose. Not always in the good way. Third record, second track, the drums and the bass are having two different conversations about the tempo.
But it never falls apart. It threatens to, and it never does. I'm not gonna say this right. That's the whole feeling of being alive right now, isn't it? The thing that should collapse and doesn't.
You said that right, actually. Don't apologize for it. The risk. Can we name this? All three of us scored risk-taking near the ceiling. That almost never happens on this show. We disagree about everything, and we agree they're brave.
They are. Whatever else I think, they're not hedging. Nobody made this record to be liked. That's rare enough that it earns something on its own.
That's the flag I'm planting. If nothing else, this is the least calculated thing I've heard in years, and I needed it to exist.
Here's my problem, and it's a problem with us, not them. Enduring relevance, influence, ripple. Those scored low across all three of us. And yet none of us is discounting the record. Something's broken in how we measure a thing this new.
You can't score ripple on a stone that's still in the air. We're guessing, and the framework treats a guess like a fact.
So we should name it. On air. The framework has a transparency problem with anything contemporary. We're penalizing them for not having a legacy yet, which is absurd, because the whole point is they might be the source of one.
Agreed. For once, it's an honest limitation, and we should say it out loud rather than bury it in a number.
I've seen this reverse. Twice, bands scored low on influence that rewrote everything. Bands scored high that vanished. The number lies both directions. Before the scores, does anyone want to say what it costs to call something promising when what you mean is you can't stop listening to it.
Yeah, that's the thing I've been dancing around. Promising is me protecting myself. If I say promising then, when it's gone in 5 years, I told you so. But that's a lie. I don't think it's promising. I think it's already the thing.
Stop protecting it. It'll last or it won't. Loving it now is the only part you control.
Okay. Okay. Then I love it now. 60 times now.
Scores. Where are we? I'm at 82. The architecture's unfinished, but the ambition is complete. And I don't punish a house for still being built if the design's this good.
74. Lowest in the room, and I'll own why. The production ceiling and the loose ensemble are real faults to my ear, not virtues, and I can't score a maybe as a yes. But the pedal steel stays with me, and it dragged the number up 10 points on its own. Honest work. Unrealized in places.
88. And I'm the high vote and I don't care. It's not the best made record we've reviewed. It's the one I needed most. I'm allowed to say both.
Punk that hasn't named itself. Pedal steel in a room that shouldn't want it. And it stays. Cospian's voice, barnacled cigarettes immediately present. 3 records in 2 years, each one moving toward something not yet articulated. Not confused. Unfinished. The distinction matters. Volatile and forming is not a flaw if the volatility is the content. A primal ethos. Infectious. In for the ride. 85.
14 points between us. Widest we've been in a while, and engineers the outlier at the bottom, which is the story of the night. He docked the craft. She and I couldn't stop feeling it.
I docked what I can measure. I couldn't measure the steel. That's the 14 points, right there. The gap is the part I can't put a fact to.
The room it was made for doesn't exist yet. That's what unsettles all of us. We usually review a scene that's already died. This one hasn't been born.
The best record I ever heard was cut in a room that's gone. This lot are trying to build the room while the tape's rolling. I don't fully trust it, but I understand the impulse.
I need this to still be here in 30 years. And I've decided I'm not gonna say it like an insurance policy anymore. I'm just gonna keep playing it.
Loved. Not yet good. Both true. Move on.